Well, it's finally done.
I'm doing the getting rid of the car dance. Yay.
He's happy to have this Barracuda out of his life. I'm happy to have it. And because I have big plans for it.
Fancy plans.
Fancy plans.
Plans like no man has ever had before. I'm afraid. I'm actually terrified.
Should be terrified. It's going to be terrifying when it's done.
Nice.
And forget, it's no longer Scribbles. Scribbles is dead as of right now.
Dominus Mobiscus.
Yeah. Long-lived Smog. S-M-A-U-G. Smog.
Smog. What? Why is smog?
Smog because I had a plan for this car to transform it into a handling car for the tail of the Dragon because we live in Tennessee. And it's, 300 turns in 2 miles or whatever the heck it is.
Do you think that you could go faster through the turns, like on Tail of the Dragon, with this than I can go with my SV650?
We're going to try.
Is this a challenge?
It might be. This might be our next challenge.
I could die doing this.
So can I. Because this, the way it sits now, we would roll off the cliff and we would keep rolling until we ended up in the parking lot of Dollywood.
It's a great driver. I mean, I just drove it over here.
Right. No problem.
I didn't hit the brakes for any of those turns.
Yeah, I filmed that as the tires is doing this.
Yeah.
The old.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fix all that.
It still has manual A-body, big diameter steering. So
yeah. So Smog was the dragon for the tail of the dragon from some movie. So when you Google famous dragon names, it says Smog, S-M-A-U-G. So now it is Smog the dragon for the tail of the dragon, and it's gonna get cleaned up and buffed up and all kinds of stuff. So, be putting out a short punch list of what I actually need for this, because I have plans already.
It needs floors.
Floors, s'mores.
Yeah. Motor runs awesome.
It does.
So it's got that little two barrel.
It's got the little two barrel, so that's not the 270.
China two barrel.
Yeah,
I have to take the metering rods out of it for the
every time you run it, you park it, you have to
So
clean
it
it.
runs great, but it would only get about 4 miles per gallon the way it is right now.
So we can. The 273 is gone, and it's a 318, which is good news because 273, like 4-barrel intakes and stuff like that, are hard.
Yeah, hard to come by.
Hard to come by. So 318 stuff. So this is what we'll be looking for, and then some suspension and some bigger brakes. We're going to see if we can adopt some bigger drums and maybe disc off a later A-body and a roll and a sway bar. And I'd like to use.
You're talking foreign languages to me. Because I take that stuff and I take it out of the car.
Oh, I know. and then kind of like Mission Improbable. I'd like to see if I can mostly use, besides like wheels and tires, obviously, mostly Chrysler factory stuff, different spindles and sway bars and stuff like that. That was options on not this year because there was.
Well, anything that will fit 1970, 71. 340 cars. Stuff like that, right?
The Dusters and Darts and.
Yeah, that'll all go in.
Yeah, so I can use all those hybrid parts on this.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to do something with its Mother Only Loves Me appearance up here.
I love it, but it's not mine to love anymore.
Right, it's gone, it's done. Fix the door so we don't have to bungee it and clean out the interior, and maybe like some seatbelts if we're going around corners.
You're crazy.
You're crazy. You're crazy
You're
for
a freaking
seatbelts.
wild man, I tell you.
So that's the plan for it. And I'll go over the car a little bit here when we're done. Death to Scribbles, long live Smog.
Smog.
And that's
okay.
And that's it. I'll get you home now. And
I want to go home.
And then we'll cover this up so the wife doesn't see it. We'll get to work on it.
So now we're going to shoot the video now?
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to go now.
Warm through it?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go warm now. Ready to go.
Okay.
I want you guys to see me at my best.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Ready?
That was your best. Gotta go.
What are you doing?
Look at the front tire on the turn. It just tips all the way out at the bottom. Oh, it's ridiculous. And then notice that the back wheel on the driver's side, it's possibly a little bent, but we're gonna get rid of all that anyway. So this is the Barracuda, which we'll get a name change here shortly, on its way from where it used to live to its new home at Hot Rod Rehab. Okay, now that guy's gone, let me take you for a quick walk around in this 1965 Plymouth Barracuda. I may have said 64 before, sorry, it's a 65. But Let me walk you around this little car. It's pretty good for what it is. Okay, first of all, passenger side body. Not bad, okay? There's lots of 60-year-old cars that are a lot worse. I mean, to the eye, the top of this fender on the passenger side is probably the worst, but it is solid. So maybe some grinding, hopefully not all the metal disappears. And we have something we can work with. The door itself, nice shape. Roof, nice shape. It's got all the glass. This windshield has seen better days, but it's still all intact and not cracked. The worst parts around the cowl and probably under this windshield gasket's going to be pretty ugly, so we'll leave that for now. But inside, for its day, it was pretty spiffy. Red interior, rim blow steering wheel, bucket seats, center console shifter with ashtray, fold down rear seat, which is in actually real nice shape, and of course no headliner, but what are you gonna do? Oh, the floors. The floors have been patched, Frankenstein patched, so they need some attention, but you know, once we were repairing the floors, we're gonna add subframe connectors to this to make it handle a little bit better. And I have roll bar tubing and end plates and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna make my own. I'm not gonna buy something I can just make easily. So that's the plan for that part. So moving along. Trim is there, in decent shape, don't know if I'm keeping it. This rear quarter, that's about the worst part of this side. Really not that bad. Not that bad. Rear glass is there and all intact. The rear trim panel. Deck lid, the top is pretty decent. It's got all this weird surface rust, probably from a bad paint job previously. Worst part of the trunk is underneath this lip. And actually, for one of these cars, that's not bad. And that's highly savable, so we're okay. The trunk floor. It looks really ugly, but it is semi-solid. So again, some rust encapsulator and some scraping and cleaning, I think it's savable. Taillights are both there, taillight trim. Rear bumper's there. It's not beat up too bad. We'll keep that. Trunk deck arm, noisy, but functions. You know, it's just a big spring in there. This rear quarter is probably the worst on the car. It's, you know, where it's dented and it's crusty over the wheel well. And where it is dented, it's not like a flat panel. It's got 17 different curves to it. And it was probably part of a bigger impact because I'll insert a little video here when I was following this car home. This wheel or this tire or this axle or something is very, very bent. Here, take a look. Notice that the back wheel on the driver's side, it's possibly a little bent, but and then quite possibly maybe the worst part on the car is right on the cowl here. It's you can feel it, it's pretty thin, it's rusty. Where these two came together here, and I'm sure, like I said, on the other side underneath this gasket for the windshield, there's probably some new form of hell that we're not going to worry about today. Like I said, the driver's front fender is okay. Back around to the front, we're going to ditch the bumper, probably put on like some Nerf bars or bumperettes, front spoiler, and then I got to do something with this grill. It's just, I don't know, it just seems out of whack geometrically. Get rid of the big emblem, black some of this out. Maybe take out those turn signals and put them down on the bottom. I don't know, but something's got to change there. Hood's a nice shape. The paint's gacked, but it's pretty solid. And then the part that everyone's been waiting for, dun dun dun, the engine. Originally, this car had a 273. This is not a 273, this is a 318, which makes modifications easier, like an intake manifold, 4-barrel carburetor, and. You can fill in the blank, that'll come pretty soon. Ditch this 2-barrel Chinese BBD carburetor. And I've already got a hold of my friends. That's super clean because, as you can see, this needs some loving under the hood and some cleanup. Make it look decent. Probably needs a new battery. But other than that, this engine runs very, very well. Car goes and drives down the road. The brakes need a serious upgrade from a single pod, 4-drum, maybe stop situation. It's got the good, the commando exhaust, the 2-in-1. This is usually straight piped, but somebody put a muffler in there, so we're gonna straight pipe that. And that's all part of the planned upgrades for this car. Some higher rate torsion bars, and front sway bar, rear sway bar, frame connectors. Disc brakes on the front, hopefully, I don't know. I'm new to all this on this car. If it was another kind of car, I'd know all about it. But it looks like there are parts available for this up the wazoo to make it handle kind of the way I would want it to. Maybe even put a power steering unit on it just for ease. Doesn't steer hard now, but big fat tires would make a big difference. So, tell me what you guys think. I'm kind of excited about this one. It'll be fun. Nothing to do but improvements on this car. So, you're looking at that. We're not going to ruin anything. It's not rare. It's not precious. It's a beater, and we're just going to make it very drivable and nice and handle extremely well. So, let me know if you got the inside track to any of these, cool A-body suspension parts. What do you recommend? Not looking for anything for free, but just some real good suggestions, or somebody's got a real good deal on something. So, like I said, questions, comments, concerns below. And we're going to have some fun with this, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.